Hi, I'm Amber from Amber's Craft Week blog, and welcome back to the Hey Day series, where we go through the book Hey Day and pick out activities that relate to some of the different pages. So for Valentine's Day, the authors have a handful of different crafts and activities that you can do to have a Valentine's party. Instead of doing all of the party stuff in one post, I decided I'd break up the crafts into multiple posts. So today we're going to be working on making menus for the party. To make your menus, you will need a computer and printer, black cardstock, a gold gel pen, a pencil, a ruler, and then a glue stick or double-sided tape. We're going to be using the computer and printer to print out the menu. So if you don't have access to a computer and printer, you can handwrite the menu items if you want to. But to make things a little easier, I'm just going to go ahead and print them. To design our menu, I have opened up Microsoft Word, but you can use whatever Word program that you have. I'm going to go ahead and change the margins, so we're going to go to page layout, and since menus tend to be kind of long and skinny, I'm going to go and increase the margins on the sides to 1.5 inches, leaving the top and bottom ones at 1 inch. Now we're going to pick a font for our menu. And I'm going to go with Brush Script MT, and we're going to go ahead and make the font size 36 point. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into Font, and we're going to do Outline. And what this is going to do for us is it's only going to give us the outline, so we can go ahead when we're done and fill in our text with gold. So I'll write menu at the top, and then we'll write out our different things. So we have appetizer, and I'm going to go ahead and increase the size of this font for the menu bit to 48. And I'm going to go ahead, and I've realized now I forgot to change the spacing, so I'm going to put no spacing in between them, and that way this whole thing will fit on one page. Now I've got enough room to do the drinks, and for that I'm going to center it, and we're going to have ginger ale, water, and tea as options. And then I'll put extra spaces in between them. Oops. Alright, and that's looking pretty good. So once you have your menu written up, we're going to go ahead and print it and go from there. So now we have our menu, and what we're going to do from here is decorate it. So we're going to fill in the letters using a gold gel pen. We're also going to add some gold detailing along the sides. And we're going to trim the edges in the bottom a little bit. So let's get to it. Alright, so now it's time to begin with our menu. I apologize for turning this sideways. I know it's going to be a little bit hard for you to see, but it's going to be easier for me to do this, to have it sideways. And it's also going to fit into frame a little better. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our ruler, and we're just going to add some gold detailing by tracing along the ruler. So we're just going to line it up with the edge of the paper. Take our gold gel pen, and then just draw all the way across the page with the gold gel pen. And then we're going to do the same thing for the other side. And lastly, we're going to trace along the top of the page, but we're going to not be going all the way. So we're going to kind of line the edge of the paper up with the so that it's about 1/2 a centimeter down instead of a whole, or 1/2 an inch down instead of the whole width of the ruler, which is about 1 inch. So we're just going to line it up like this and then go across. And we made a little bit of an error on the edge, but we're going to actually be trimming the edges, so that won't end up mattering. Forgot to mention that we need scissors, so I'm going to go ahead and grab those because we're going to need them in just a second. So we're going to give the ink a moment to dry, and then we're going to flip over our paper. And we're going to use our pencil to mark off about 1/2 inch in on all edges except for the top. And these lines we've marked out are where we're going to cut, so we're just going to go ahead and cut along the pencil lines. So now we've trimmed down the edges of our menu a little bit. If you're not happy with them, so this edge looks like it's still a little bit thicker than this one, we could go ahead and trim that some more. But I think I'm happy enough with this as it is. So the next thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and fill in all the letters with the gold gel pen. And I'm going to get this started on camera, but since it's going to take me a long time, I'm probably going to finish it off camera. So we're just going to go to the first word, and I'm going to actually start at the end just so you can see, because my hand's going to kind of block it. So I'm trying to make this as visible as possible. We're just basically coloring in the lines. So hopefully my hand didn't block your view too much, but now we have the first word menu filled in. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the rest of this menu, and then I will be back. Alright, so now we have our menu all colored in. We're going to go ahead and set this aside for a moment. We're going to take our sheet of black cardstock. Now what we want to do is we need to trim down the sides a little bit, because this is going to go in behind our menu, and as you can see, our sides are a little bit too long by about 1/4 inch, so we're going to go ahead and trim 1/2 inch off of one side, and that should hopefully be about what we need. And so now we have marked out about 1/2 inch, and we're just going to go ahead and trim off this end. And so now our cardstock should be about the right size for our menu. And so from here, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to glue this menu to the cardstock. And the paper's a little wrinkled, so maybe double-sided tape would have been a better option, but this should work as a menu. Now the last thing I'm going to do, and this is an optional step, since I already went to all the trouble of filling in all these letters by hand, I'm going to go ahead and laminate this menu. Once this is laminated, it should be safe from spills. Here's what our finished menu looks like. So, pretty classy looking, I would say. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I'd love it if you give it a like. If you want to see more videos in the Heyday series, including the rest of the party videos, then you may want to subscribe. If you want to see more crafts in general, or zombie Valentine's Day crafts, you can hop on over to my craft blog, amberscraftweek.blogspot.com. Thank you for watching and have a great day.